he fight with me, then then he fight with Che Congo,
Right.
and now I think he rest, but I think in November he ready to fight.
Today, ladies and gentlemen, I am joined by the former interim Bellator heavyweight champion and the #1 ranked Bellator heavyweight in the world right now, Valentin Moldavski. How are you today, sir? How's life?
Thank you. Everything fine. I begin training to the fight with Steve Mowry. Yes.
Yes. Mowry. Yep.
Steve Mowry. Yes. Second name Mowry.
Yep.
Everything fine. It's a good fight for me. I hope I fight with him when I take belt, but that situation another fight now.
That's interesting. Why do you say that you would rather see him when you get the belt?
Yes, I think I hope and I think I win fight with Bader, and I know about Steve Mowry, and I think when I take belt, then I fight with Steve Mowry, but the situation little bit another.
Yeah. So I want to talk a little bit before we talk about your fight with Steve Mowry, right? I want to talk a little bit about your last fight for a second here against Ryan Bader. What did you make of that fight coming out of it? Because it was obviously a very, very close fight, right? What do you think of that fight?
I think at first I think I win this fight. At first, another I was sick. I 2 days to fight. I feel not a good temperature and another, but I understand I can't not fight. I must fight. That's why I go to fight, and this situation I sick, and I think that I win fight. I win fight. I think I win 3 round, 2, 3, and 5 round. I win. I think. But if I not sick, I think I win all round, or maybe finishing him. I think when I win Steve Mowry, Bellator must give me fight with Bader, maybe in November or December. But that's another question. Now I must win Steve Mowry, and then we see what we do.
Yeah. So I got to ask you one more question about that, because I actually thought you won the fight personally. I did, especially when it was a close round in round 5. And then at the end, the last 10 seconds, you pick him up and you slam him on the ground, and I'm like, okay, he won the round, he won the fight 3-2 in my opinion. So it was a very close fight, right? Did it surprise you that he won by unanimous decision and not a split decision? I was shocked by that.
I shocked too. I think I win, but I understand. We fight with his home, his city, and I think maybe. But I in my hand 2, 3, 5 rounds I win, and I think no, I win, and then say unanimous decision. It's like. I feel like I die, and no life after this. I don't understand how this is possible.
Yeah,
it's impossible, I think.
And were you tired after that fight? After 5 rounds, how did you feel?
I tired after first round. I say I sick and I not a good condition. I have very good condition before 2 day the fight, 2 day. And 2 day before fight, 0 condition because I sick. If maybe, but and this I don't know this word. And this situation, I fight 5 rounds. If I not sick, I 5 rounds very easy, I think, with him. I feel he not all says he very good wrestler. Yes, he good wrestler, but I think I more better in wrestling in this fight.
You definitely
That's
got the better of the wrestling exchanges in the fight.
I
better.
do nine takedowns. He do 3 takedowns. That's all.
Yeah, it was definitely a close fight. But it was definitely an unfortunate decision, right? Especially for a championship fight. Do you think he's the best guy in the division, or do you think a guy like Steve Murray, now that you're facing now, is an undefeated fighter? Do you think he's a tougher test for you?
I think Steve Murray better. He better. That's why I won't fight him after when I have belt, and then fight with him because now I think he better.
Do you see like a big threat here?
He has a very long leg and hand, and he good submission, good striker. He can beat elbow when you fight. You can see his elbow because very long leg. He can beat every situation, every moment, and you don't ready for this. I watch fight. He beat hand and 1 second elbow, and that's all. And fight over.
Do you think that this is a #1 contender fight for the championship? You think whoever wins this fight will be fighting for the heavyweight championship next?
I hope, and I think it's right if after I hope I win, and then I must fight with belt.
So you're saying that you're starting to get into training camp now for this fight?
Yes, I started early, and this week I little rest, and next week and 2 week I training, and then we go to USA and training there.
And how long do you usually go out before the fight to USA? Like how long before the fight?
It's different time. If different time 10 hours, we go 2 weeks. If 7, 8 in South Dakota, 8 hours. 9 or 8 days I come to South Dakota.
And are you going to do anything different in preparation this time? Do you plan on training anything differently this time compared to the last fight?
I don't know this word. When you training very more, not
more intensity, more intensity.
Yes, because I don't перетренироваться, you know. When I sick because I more training, I need like this training, but I do because belt, and I every time training. That's why I and immunity, you know, immunity better, and that's why I sick because very more training my organism have small time to rest. I need end intensive training 2 or 3 days early, and then I think I'm not sick and I win. That's why now I listen my organism. I more rest. right training, more clever train. This camp, I'm more clever.
Yeah. And as we sit here today, do you feel right now that you're the best heavyweight in Bellator?
I don't know. I I can say it like this because last fight I think I win, but in what we see I lose. That's why I can say better heavyweight. I hope I win still more, and then I win Bader, and then I best heavyweight. But it's a little maybe after 6 months. I say I'm best heavyweight after 6 months. I hope.
And once you get the championship, right? How are you going to feel? Are you going to feel fulfilled, like your dream has been accomplished, or do you want more?
No, it's my dream, yes. But when I take belt, I try and defeat many time belt. I'm trying maybe I take belt and I'm taking a very long time. I hope because I don't want to go anywhere from Bellator. I like Bellator. It's good organization. We have good contracts. I don't want to go anywhere, but I want to have 3 or 4, 5 in a year because usually we fight 1 or 2 fight in a year. I want 3 or 4 fight in 1 year, and ideal.
And is that what you're looking to do now? You're looking to stay active. You want to fight maybe 1 or 2 times
Yes.
here now before the end of the year?
Yes, I want more fight. I want more fight. I fight with 5 yes 5 years. I fight 7 times. What is this? Of course, I fight this time. When I don't have fight in Bellator, I fight combat sambo. I win 2 championships Russia. I win 2 world championships. I win European championships.
Yeah, your
But
sambo background is incredibly impressive.
yes, but beginning my first kind of sport, it's Greco-Roman wrestling. It's first when I learn school, I go to wrestling, Greco-Roman.
How have you gotten better as a fighter on Team Fedor?
We have a good team, very strong guys. All Anatoly Tokov, Vadim Nemkov, Victor
Right.
Nemkov, Kirill, very strong guys. When I come, he all beat me every day. I can do anything, but after 6, 8 months, I normal with him, and then we all Vadim champion, Anatoly. I think it's. I hope he be champion in middleweight, and I hope and to the end this year I be champion heavyweight. And we have three belt in one team. It's very cool. When I fight with first championships Russia, Fedor stay with me and all time say and I understand I can't lose. I must win.
What's that been like to have Fedor in your corner for your fights?
Ooh, it's cool, but it's press, but it's cool. He see everything. He see everything. When he say you must beat right hand or right leg, you must do this because he see when he has good timing. He see when you must beat, and when he secondation me in the fight Timothy, when he say beat, when I do, when he say it's all time, I 100% I beat him. When I not listen him, I have problem when I not listen.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense based on how you fight and everything. Because you're a very impressive fighter. It seems like you have a guy like that in your corner that's giving you great advice. So that's good to see. One last question here that I want to ask you. So in your world, right? Perfect world. Are you fighting for a championship this year? Maybe towards the end of the year, maybe? Is that your goal?
What you say? One more time?
Yeah, in a perfect world,
Perfect word.
would it be your goal to fight for the championship, like maybe at the end of this year?
Yes, I want to end this year. Maybe November or December. Bader fight very many time for this year. That's why I think he won't rest. It's he have this. He fight with me, then then he fight with Che Congo,
Right.
and now I think he rest. But I think in November he ready to fight. I hope.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it all lines up.
I must fight. I must win Simovi because I think he more dangerous with Bader. More dangerous.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a very interesting fight. And I think the fans are excited to see it as well. And I think that's a good wrapping up point. Thank you so much for joining the show. And I wish you all the best of luck in your next fight. We're going to be watching.